I'll never forget the moment I realized I was in trouble. I was halfway across the world, alone in a foreign country, and something was wrong. Really wrong. One minute I was enjoying a peaceful hike in the mountains, taking in the fresh air and the stunning views. The next, I felt a sharp pain in my chest. I tried to shake it off, thinking maybe it was just a muscle cramp or maybe I hadn't eaten enough that day. But as the minutes passed, the pain only got worse and I started to feel dizzy. My heart was racing. My breath was short. I knew something wasn't right. I won't lie, I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even remember if I had travel insurance at that moment. It was the last thing on my mind as I struggled to breathe. After what felt like forever, I managed to get myself to a nearby clinic. But when I got there, they took one look at me and immediately hooked me up to Infor. I'd been having a mild heart attack. Can you imagine that? A heart attack. I was in a foreign country, surrounded by people I couldn't communicate with, and I didn't have the faintest idea how I was going to pay for this emergency care. But then, something unexpected happened. One of the nurses at the clinic pulled out her phone, called a number, and handed it to me. She said it was my insurance company. I had travel insurance, after all, and it was a game changer. As soon as I heard the voice on the other end of the line, I knew things were going to be okay. They took care of everything, the medical bills, the translation services, even arranging for me to be flown back home safely after I was stable. At first, I couldn't believe it. How could insurance actually work like this? But then I started thinking about it. I'd paid a little bit extra for a plan that offered coverage in the event of a medical emergency abroad, and that extra money. It was the best decision I ever made. I know not everyone thinks about getting travel insurance before a trip. Honestly, I didn't even think about it much either. But in that moment, I felt so incredibly grateful for it. There's a lot of confusion around travel insurance, especially when it comes to emergency medical situations. It's easy to feel like it'll never happen to me until it does. And that's when the panic sets in. I can't even describe how relieved I was to know that I didn't have to deal with financial stress on top of the physical pain I was already going through. The insurance took care of all the details, and I was able to focus on healing instead of worrying about bills piling up. And I'll be honest, without that coverage, I don't know how I would have handled everything. Those medical expenses could have been thousands of dollars that I wouldn't have been prepared for, especially in a foreign country. It's a scary thought, right? But I learned something incredibly important that day. We never really know what can happen when we're traveling. I mean, we never think we'll be the ones who get hurt or sick or face some kind of emergency. But life is unpredictable, and when it happens, it helps to have something or someone there to back you up. I still think about that moment often. I tell myself that I was lucky, but I know that part of that luck was making the choice to invest in travel insurance. It wasn't something I expected to need, but when I did, it was a lifesaver. So here's my tip to you. Don't assume it won't happen to you. Look into travel insurance before your next trip. It might feel like just another cost on top of everything else, but trust me, when things go sideways, you'll be glad you have it. And if you're wondering where to start, I can't recommend Auras.insure enough. That's who helped me when I needed it most. I'm not here to sell you anything, honestly. I just know how important it is to be prepared. Auras helped me through one of the scariest moments of my life, and I trust them to always have my back when I travel. It's not just about peace of mind, it's about not having to carry the weight of an emergency on your own. Trust me, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that the right travel insurance can be a real game changer. So take a moment. Do your research. It could be the thing that saves you in an unexpected situation. I know it saved me.